So, hi, another story time from Kay's story time. So this one was kind of recent. It was not that recent though. Um, so I was in my 7th period class with my teacher. With other students, but you know, other students. I was talking to my friend. We were talking stuff. This is gonna be kind of a short video, but we were talking and stuff. And I asked for my friend for her computer because my friend, she likes this guy. I'm not gonna use his real name. We're just gonna call him Nutter. Okay? I know it's kind of weird, but we're just gonna call him Nutter so nobody sues me. So Nutter, my friend liked Nutter, and she kept playing with his hair, and I'm like, girl. And I was gonna take a picture of them, but I didn't. So I kind of just looked at something on my face. Totally just looked at something on my face and was not gonna take a picture of them. Totally. So I just turned the camera towards them because I was just gonna give it back to her. Like, totally gonna give it back to her. But like, I turned it around facing them, and the teacher, she saw it, right? She literally saw the camera. She saw it. She's like, she made me start yelling. She was like, are you serious? Why do you have a camera on in my class? She's like, why are you on the camera? You're supposed to be doing your work. Y'all know what Skyward is, right? Skyward, for grades and stuff, my grades are good. I had an F in one class. That was just one class. I have a C, A, B, and a C and a B. Those are some good grades. But you know what she said to me? She said, no one has, you better go check Skyward and see your grades before you could sit up and do anything. She literally insulted me. She literally said she basically said that my grades are bad in front of my face without saying my grades are bad. You feel me? Because she said, you better go check Skyward and do your work because nobody has to let you sit up in here. She said that every day. Granted, I don't like this teacher. Like, literally, I don't like her. And then sometimes, like, we can be doing, like, our bell work. We're sitting there. We're not even that loud. I'll get back to the story in a second. We're not even that loud. And then we're not even that loud. We're talking a little bit. We're not that bad. We're just talking over her a little, but we're not loud. She literally screamed and said, stick a fork in me. I'm done. Like, girl, what do we even do? We barely even talking. And then one time, she was yelling at us, and we weren't even loud. We're just talking a little bit, laughing, because that's what we do. Because this class, mind you, is resource class. She assumes that we always have work to do because our grades don't look good. Girl, just because our grades don't look good doesn't mean we have work every day. No. Anyway, she doesn't understand that. I don't know why. Bit dumb, but yeah, dumb. And anyways, back to what I was saying. She literally was yelling for no reason that day, even though we were quiet. And then she looked directly at me with a red face, was like, but not to me. But she was looking at me. I'm like, girl, why are you looking at me? Anyway, back to the original story. When she saw the camera, she freaked out. She was like, my God, why are you on the camera? And I got sad, and I cried, and I was like, so disrespectful. She made me cry, and it was so sad. And then, that was it. That was really all that happened. Me and my friends were talking trash about her, because we don't like her. But also a couple other times, we're loud. I bet she don't even like kids, but we were loud, and, my friend, she said something funny. I think she said something about killing somebody, and she kind of said it in a funny way. So I started laughing. I know that's not funny, but I started laughing. And then as soon as I started laughing, something was wrong with my knee back then. So like I fell a little bit while stumbling, and I laughed. It looked like I was goofing off, but like I fell because my knee was messed up a little bit. And she said, Kay, I thought you were better than that. I'm like, I'm not gonna use my real name, but she was like, Kay, I thought you were better than that. And I'm like, I didn't say this to her, but I was like, bro, what do you mean better than that? I fell and laughed at the same time. I was falling, not doing anything. And one time I was in the hallway with my friends. We were just talking. We weren't even talking that loud. We got back in the classroom and I was reading. Everybody could hear me. And then I guess she couldn't hear me because she's deaf and old. And she's, you know what, let me stop. And she couldn't hear me, I guess, but everybody else in the classroom could. And they're farther away from me. She was right there behind me. So I don't know how she couldn't hear me. And she apparently wasn't listening. Because then she said, okay, you can talk louder than that. I heard you talking in the hallway louder than that. And I was like, what? And I just started talking a bit louder. And it was weird because, like, everybody could hear me. I just don't like this teacher. I have a couple other teachers I don't like, but she's my number one. I'm her biggest hater. And also, one time, me and my friend were doing something funny. I think we bumped booties, and then she yelled at me. She's like, Kay, I thought you were better than that. And I was so mad at her. And I was like, girl, stop. Stop. I didn't do nothing to you. But that's my story of that rude. Okay, she's not disrespectful, but I don't like her. She do too much. She always assumes that we got work to do. And when we're on games and stuff, she's like, when we're on games and stuff, she comes behind us and looks at our computers. She be shaking her head. She's like, I'm like, girl, what do you want us to do? We don't have any work. And one time, well, I understand how people don't like kids because they do too much. But one time, like, she's like, I'm so glad y'all leaving and y'all not coming back for the next day or we have e-learning. I understand that. If the kid's annoying, I understand that. But I actually don't like this teacher, so I didn't really care what she said. What else did she say? I kind of forgot. But, oh, if somebody says shut up to somebody, she's like, thank you. And I'm like, ooh. But that's not really, messed up. Then when somebody cusses, because she can't say shut up to the kids, she'll get fired. And then if she cusses out, and when some kid cusses out somebody to say them to shut up, she's like, thank you, because I wanted to say that. But anyways, that's all I had to say about this teacher. And you'll hear probably more stories about my school life. Anyways, love you all. Bye, little potato beans.